What's going on, guys? Tony Maritato here. Welcome to the channel. And in this video, I want to talk about being more profitable without increased workload and without increased costs. So first, we need to dispel the myth that it's a bad thing to be profitable as a physical therapist. You know, the more profit we can create, the more people we can help who can't afford our services. So if you want to help more people who can't afford your services now, help more of the people who can afford them, and then you'll have a surplus. So how can we be more profitable in 2021 without violating our ethics, without overworking ourselves or our staff? I'm going to give you 3 things that I think are most effective. Number 1, do more evaluations. Do more short-term plans of care. Help more geriatrics. In my case, I specialize in Medicare. Help more geriatrics resolve their shoulder pain, their neck pain, their back pain, their knee pain in 2 or 3 sessions. Do a comprehensive evaluation, teach them a home exercise program, help them learn some strategies, maybe big picture lifestyle stuff that will benefit them, discharge them so that they can do the work and then help the next person. If you do, say, 10 short plans of care, let's say we do 10 2-visit plans of care, that is 20 to 30% more profitable than one plan of care that's a 20-visit plan of care. And the reason why is because we start to negate the effects of MPPR. We negate the effects of increased liability, increased burden, increased documentation burden, all of that kind of stuff. And what you do is you kind of pick the low-hanging fruit. You know, if I'm going to do a plan of care that's 2 visits, the eval and a follow-up, that's a piece of cake. That is not a highly complex, multi-system, multi-level, detailed evaluation, no progress reports, none of the other stuff that's required in a single plan of care that goes out 20 sessions. So increase profitability 20 to 30%, do more short-term plans of care. Help more people who don't need as much help and do it in 1 or 2 sessions. Option number 2, look at the services that are the most profitable. If it costs you the same to sell service A or service B, but service B pays you 30% more, why would you not provide more of service B? And I'm not saying that you force it. I'm not saying that all of a sudden you take your existing caseload and you switch everybody from manual therapy to therapeutic activity. But what I'm saying is you start to market the service that would most benefit the patient who needs therapeutic activity. Because we know that therapeutic activity is reimbursing upwards of 30% based on Medicare fee schedule more than manual therapy. And while you may love manual therapy and you might have spent years perfecting your specific strategies and techniques, that doesn't mean it won't put you out of business. So if Medicare is saying, hey, we're gonna pay 30% more for this unit over that unit, consider marketing to the population, the patient base, who would most benefit from that higher profitability, profitable service. I don't know how you say it. And then number 3 is really consider not just shorter plans of care with more evaluations, more new patients, but consider shorter sessions. We know that we're financially penalized for every unit above a single unit visit. So from a documentation perspective, from a, workload, I guess I would call it, it's the same if you treat 1 patient for 4 units as treating 4 patients for 1 unit. But the difference is that 1 unit does not have the MPPR reduction. And that reduction is significant. When I do a single session of 4 units for 1 patient, an hour of one-on-one time, I lose about 25% of what I am, based on what the allowed amount is for Medicare. That's a significant amount of lossage. Lossage, is that a word? I'm losing a lot of money. So if I was to do 4 single unit visits in the hour, I get the full allowed amount on all 4 of those units. I instantly increase my revenue per hour by 25 or 30%. Now you start stacking these strategies. You say, okay, I'm gonna, look for clients who need my help, but maybe don't need a 25 visit plan of care. I'm going to look for clients who would benefit more from therapeutic activity over just exercise and manual therapy. And I'm going to look for those clients who maybe just want to come in for a 15-20 minute workout and be done. There is huge opportunity. I mean, we're talking double digits increases in your profitability. For me, it's more enjoyable because that's the world I live in. I love fitness, I love groups, I love interaction and working out. I would love to have a clinic full of 5 patients. Even if I was only billing for 1, I don't care. I want to have that high energy and interaction. I want the community. I want my clinic to be the Cheers of physical therapy. I want it to be the place where everybody knows your name, right? The place that you want to go, not the place that you're forced to go. So guys, think about these changes now in 2021 and into the future, because truthfully, in my world, it brings a ton of value, but it also brings a lot of flexibility. It brings a lot of freedom. It allows me to do more of what I love to do. And then of course, in the next video, we'll talk about self-pay memberships. We'll talk about concierge services. We'll talk about the hybrid model in which a patient who doesn't need manual therapy might want to pay for manual therapy. You know, getting paid for manual therapy that the patient wants for $50 a unit is far more attractive than forcing a patient at $25 a unit to get manual therapy they probably don't even need, that you have to go above and beyond to justify clinically in the medical record. Just food for thought, guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.